Well, it's maybe not sunny, Kara, but it is shadow. She's here.
Will she have successful writing her type of picture?
Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome! Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Shadow and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
General outlook for the next 3 weeks. Thank you. That's a donation too, isn't it?
All right, general outlook for the next 3 weeks. Got it, Mr. M. All right, well, I am using, first and foremost, before we get to Mr. M, for the collective, the Oracle of Portals.
All right.
I figured I would use it. It's not exactly a romantic deck with Valentine's around the corner, but it is a deck, for Chinese New Year, we could say, because we'll see. This deck's by Tess Whitehurst, and we'll see what maybe portal we're stepping into in the year of the dragon here, shall we? All right.
Thank you for your donation and comments, Mr. Maurice.
Appreciate you, Mr. M.
And you too can have your name up there on the screen for several seconds if you do the same.
All right. Mr. O, I'm going to let you choose one. Of course, I believe I read all up right.
A Dragonwood Year. Oh, that's interesting.
There you go. You can't see anything. My screen has not refreshed, apparently.
May I show it?
Yeah, sure. What is it? The Unknown.
So this is
the
an
portal of the unknown.
Okay, the portal of
Does
the
that sound a
unknown.
little scary?
Where are we going? Hi, Libra.
Your dragon wood year. Oh, okay. Well, this might be your year then, huh? Mr. M, okay, this is number 12, the unknown.
So these aren't tarot, are they?
No, but it's
okay.
interesting. Doesn't that relate to death a little bit there?
Well, yeah, but death is 13.
That's true. Oh, you're right. Why do I keep thinking 12? I'm sorry, you're right. It's 13. You, everybody, are now approaching perhaps the most powerful and transformational of all portals, the unknown. Amidst uncertainty, it's natural to go into fear and desperately attempt to assert some control over the unknowable future and the untamed forces that be. Even as you panic and flail, the unknown portal sits quietly, vast, open, and alive with potential, waiting for you to enter it and to feel the freedom, elation, and power that comes from surrendering to the flow of life. Once you choose to step into the wisdom of the unknown, you will call your energy back from the future and the past and live here fully, in the singular moment, the luminous, ever-present. Delays, hello, Anthony. Roadblocks and setbacks will be removed. Their masks will be removed and reveal themselves to be blessings, windfalls, and boons along the spiraling path of your destiny. Underneath any frenetic or anxious thoughts, can you sense the powerful presence of this portal, utterly silent, yet filled with all the beauty, wisdom, and magic of the universe. You don't need to fight your thoughts or attempt to silence them. You just need to know that this vast, transcendent potential is also present and that you are free to step into it whenever you wish. Simply let go of the need to foresee or control the future, and you will enter this transformational portal.
It's a pretty
Let me
card.
just see if there's something to add here. When you fully enter the present moment, all your attention gracefully flows with whatever arises. As such, you will naturally move in the direction that will most benefit you, like a mountain stream sparkling in the sunlight as it endlessly tumbles toward the sea. So, let go of trying to control what you can't control. Give up on predicting what you can't possibly foresee. Step into the unknown and life will open up to you like a rose. Well, if I was going to be cynical about this card, which I should not be, but if I was going to be, it looks like the year of the dragon, lots of unknowns ahead. I guess, some of us might feel scared about some of them. We in the United States have a rather crazy election coming up this year, among other things. So, I mean, but on a personal level, this sounds very transformational. Make the most of this portal of the unknown. Step into it. It's almost got, in a way, fool qualities. There's uncertainty with the unknown, but if you don't take the chance, you don't go for it, you'll never know.
I guess it's about potentials and about being, brave enough to take the ones that are offered to you.
Exactly.
And here is the Sun Man, of course.
And of course, we have a change in cats. Sonny has taken what he thinks is his rightful place on the show.
I don't know what to tell you.
Hi, Mama T.
Hi, Mama T.
All right, so moving on from that, let's see. I know we had, who came in? Anthony, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mama T. All right, let's get the show on the road with Mr. M.
Okay.
So this was a general for... Do you want to use your deck? Because I just used my
I'll use the
portal.
deck. Mm-hmm.
I want to mix this one up a little bit. I'm going to be using my Unfinished Business Tarot today. I took pictures of both decks before the show. I'm going to show off on social media, but I am ready to use these. They're so awesome. And the Raven's Dream. But you go, Mr. O, first. I'll start shuffling my Lenormand. What is the question again? General.
I think it was a
I'll
general.
look for the next 3 weeks.
Ah, thank you. I know I saw it and then I forgot it.
I know.
So me.
That's just us. Short-term memory are us. Okay, these are good.
So I'm going to use my Uncommon Tarot to inaugurate the Uncommon Dragon year.
Yeah, I still have my dragon deck in here. I still have a number of my decks, but I have love decks. You know what? I found my erotic tarot and I forgot to bring it for Super Tarot Love Month, but it's coming.
Thanks, Violet.
It'll be here next time.
All right. My cards.
What you got?
So our first one is the Eight of Cups upright.
Okay.
The reversed High Priestess.
All right, the first High Priestess.
And the reversed Queen of Coins, or Queen of Pentacles as we also know her.
Huh.
And you?
Oh, yeah, maybe this will have something to do with what I want to say. It's the moon and the garden.
Letterman's Moon and Garden.
General outlook for the next 3 weeks. Well, Mr. M, I don't know. This could relate more to your personal life, but not necessarily. I mean, just looking at the garden and the moon kind of lends me that way. But the other cards are interesting to me too, and they kind of tell their own story here for me. The Queen of Pentacles is upright, correct?
No, it's reversed.
Oh, it is reversed. And also
The High Priestess.
the High Priestess is reversed. Okay, yes. So what I was thinking, what was coming into my head is that, something is going to come along, an opportunity for you to advance something that maybe you're passionate about. This could be in your personal life, this could be in your business world. Whatever it is, though, I have to say, it may take you a bit out of your comfort zone, You have that Queen of Pentacles reversed here, and you have that High Priestess reversed, which kind of says to me, you're not sure what to make of this move, Is it really as good as it seems because it looks it? But, you really don't know. It just seems like almost like the card, the portal we talked about in a way at the start of the show. That, you have to kind of deal with a little bit of uncertainty here and decide what is in your best interests. But looking at the Lenormand, it seems like there's success in doing this and possibly more interactions with others come of this. It could be celebration even from just doing this, whatever it is. I know I'm sounding vague. I'm going to let him go and see if I can come up with something more specific. But that moon could be about success in business or love. So that's why so it has an interpersonal quality to it, but also a business quality.
Well, I get the feeling like maybe where you're going in the next couple weeks is kind of taking yourself off the grid. The Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess reversed, you're kind of like removing yourself from certain things and maybe spending time with yourself and maybe dumbing down a little bit, like not really paying attention to things, that maybe are more abstract, maybe just picking up a book and reading it or doing something more mundane. That's the High Priestess reversed. And you're just sort of removing yourself from maybe the clutter that's going on with the online world or with the over-excitable world, that we all live in, because you want to just sort of decompress in a way. So I think the next couple of weeks could be seeing an opportunity to decompress. I don't know if you're taking any time off or...
Well, that's interesting because that 8 could be a journey,
Sure.
The 8 of Cups. But I know you're working very hard and you're working X amount of hours, which, Mr. M doesn't lend itself a lot of time to pull yourself back. I like what he said there, though. That's definitely distinctive possibilities with this card. It's a time of self-care for you, and that you could get more pleasure and happiness right now by doing some social interacting, which maybe is why the garden and the moon is there. That's why when you said totally pull back from things, I'm not so sure about totally, because you got that aspect there.
And this may not apply to you, but I've noticed rarely these days that when I go to away for a couple of days, and maybe it's a convention or maybe it's something I'm going to, I may actually not do a lot of social media during that time. I might check in on my email, but it is sort of like kind of removing myself from that. I don't know if that applies to you, but I do think what she said about the garden and the moon sort of show that idea too, that maybe you're just doing something that maybe is more for yourself. Maybe there's some other opportunities that are either educational or vocational in a way that you might want to study something for your own benefit. That's the key point, I think, is that whatever this is and however you do it, it's for your own benefit.
Right. It's like following your passion or aiming higher, reaching for something, that 8, but it also could be a journey. And as a matter of fact, it can be an internal journey that's needed. And maybe it's because, with the High Priestess reversed here, you need to reconnect a little bit. You need to go back into the center a little bit to ground, because you also have the Queen of Pentacles reversed here. So I could really lean this way as well. But somehow when I first saw these cards, I thought to myself, well, you might actually be, presented with some chance to elevate yourself or an opportunity of some sort that, you're just not certain about it. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty, but the signs are that it could work for you, whatever it is. So keep your eyes open for that potential as well.
All right.
And that's what we have for you. I wish you luck with that.
ISL, and I see you got your question there. Thank you.
How do you want to handle that? Or I guess it's my
Well,
cards.
it could just be, right, it's your deck, but it could just be a straightforward question. I'll take those Lenormands.
Okay. Oh,
Wherever you hit them.
I put them back in their box.
That's easy.
How nice of me. Anyway. All right.
I mean, ultimately, we could choose to use a yes or no for it, maybe.
We could. But there's 2 parts to that. But I guess the main thing is, did it matter that he was financially lower?
That's one way to
than me?
ask it.
Huh?
That's one way to ask
Yeah.
it.
Huh. Well, Estelle, sometimes people say what they say to deny the real reasons to someone else. I get that. And so let's take a look and see if that mattered to him. Let's just see if the financial mattered to him with a yes, no. I like this approach. Because people, sometimes they don't want to admit, well, I saw this other woman and I was attracted to blah, blah. Wouldn't it be better to make up some other excuse, So I'm just saying, take it with a grain of salt. Let's see what the cards say. All right. All right, these are brand new, so I may have a couple problems. Gotta break them in. Interesting card. That's the problem with picking a yes/no for this one.
Yeah, it is pretty. Hey, Scorpio. No, that's fine. Of course, Estelle.
All right. It's leaning towards no, that the financials were not an issue. And it's interesting here. We have the 7 of Cups upright. We have the 9 of Cups upright. And then we have the Ace of Swords here, which is the only ace we had, which means really money if money was an issue, it wasn't a big part of the issue. Go on. Yep. Interesting.
So this could be the guy who will not be named and the dog, which represents loyalty. So is it possible that at least to them, they thought it was more a question of loyalty? And of course, we're not making any judgment on their part towards you in this regard, just saying that maybe this is what they felt or experienced. And we know that there was also a meddling parent that they have.
Yeah, we've talked about the parental, interference issues before, I think, Estelle. But, I'm looking at this a little bit differently. I think with the 7 of Cups upright, what it's saying to me is that part of the reason was he wasn't totally decided he wanted to spend his life with you. I mean, if I had to pick a reason, as to why it wasn't about the money, it was really about options, and looking for maybe something else in life.
Yeah.
With the 9 of Cups here, I don't know what to say about that. His wish, his desire maybe was elsewhere. But you know what? I do think he remains. I like what Mr. O said about loyalty here, but in a different sort of way. I think he's trying to remain loyal to you in this regard. He doesn't want to say that, well, I was more attracted to someone else, or I wanted to, just despite things go. He wanted to make it sound like it was more something different, like an economic issue. Right. I'm really getting that feeling now when I see this. And
I feel like it's probably just the idle gossip of those others, and you shouldn't take it seriously.
And you know what, Sal? With the 7 of Cups here, I also think another thing could be talked about here is that there were probably more than one reason why. It wasn't the money. There was more than one reason. Because remember, the Seven of Cups is about all these options. And so that's it. He had a number of reasons why. It wasn't just that. That may have been a part of it, but it wasn't the main reason, is my feeling on this. Yeah. His passions, maybe he wanted to follow his passion elsewhere.
All right.
I wish you luck. Good luck with that.
Good
I hope that
question.
helped give you some answers.
And it looks like it's Shreya. Hi, Shreya. The car. Ooh. Nice question.
Ah,
Should you buy the car or not?
does that sound like a yes, no to you?
Yeah, we could just go with a yes, no on that and nuance it with what cards show up in Lenormand, etc.
So those cards I just used is my Unfinished Business Tarot. It's really kind of cool. It's a ghostly tarot, but it's really mostly ghost stories or people's demise. And I guess because they left in kind of a strange way, they weren't all... I wouldn't say they were all traumatic deaths, but because some were natural causes, but they were either untimely or various factors about them. So it would lend themselves that they would become ghosts, after. I think it's a very cool deck. I really want to dive into it a little bit more, but I've taken pictures of them. I also have the Raven's Dream Tarot for social media. You'll probably see that one next. All right, so Shreya wants to know about the car. Let me get the Lenormand going here.
All right, and
Well, that's interesting, Asel, that he said that. I think it was part of it, but not totally.
okay. Whoops, we don't like that there.
You silly Sonny. What?
All right. It seems like it's leaning towards no, you should not buy the car. This card is the reversed Five of Cups, which seems almost hopeful in a sense, but in general, it could be talking that maybe there may be something else coming to you that you might like more.
What's
Another
the second
idea.
card?
It's the Ace of Swords.
No, I meant the non-ace.
That's the Nine of Wands.
Upright?
Upright.
Okay.
And so with that one, I think it is also saying hold on to a little bit, a line in the sand a little bit. And I think that reverse Five of Cups says that maybe if you're willing to wait, something might come to you that might be more appealing or might feel better for you, might feel like a better fit in some ways.
Well, I look at those cards and I think to myself, putting them both together, really, the Five of Cups here reversed is about opportunities, but we have to take it into context. It's saying maybe not this year because better opportunities might be available if you prepare a little bit more for this. Maybe save a little bit more money, you'll be able to get a better car that you want, or if that's not a factor, just whatever the case may be, you'll be better prepared for making the right decision, so far as the car purchase goes. Because I think more opportunities will open up. It might be that maybe there'll be better deals or, something else, something to do with, preparation and waiting. Because I almost think this is saying wait and prepare more for this opportunity. But now let's look at the Lenormand. Here, I hid them because he kept... All right, here, I pulled this first.
It's the dude again.
And roads.
Crossroads. Oh my goodness.
Which goes with cars. But, it's really about making a decision, which is interesting because also we have the Ace of Swords as the deciding sword. So, really think about this. Think about this. If you're really sure, you could pull it off. Remember, it's not a definite no.
True.
But it's kind of indicating that maybe there might be a better reason to wait on this and that you should give this some more thought before you go ahead to do this anyway.
Necessity is the mother of invention, though. If you really absolutely need to have a car,
right,
you may have to, no choice,
yeah,
or limited wiggle room on waiting.
Right.
So good luck with that, Shreya.
Good luck with that, Shreya.
And
right,
we are on Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
What great things are going to happen this week from Jay and my business?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Got the Raven's Dream Tarot here. That would have been on the bottom. It's okay. All right. Well, we got the Strength card upright. The Two of Swords is upright. And the Nine of Swords is upright. Well...
In Lenormand, first there is a mountain.
Uh-oh.
Then there is no mountain. No, sorry, Donovan. But a book.
Oh.
Which kind of changes that.
Maybe.
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 Well, as kind of interesting, I almost think this week, as far as business goes, this is all about strategy. This is all about strategy and stepping back a little bit to determine what next moves need to happen. The Two of Swords I'm looking at in particular here. And Strength even is saying that maybe this is a time to just take a low-key approach to things in the week ahead. So you can strategize because maybe there is a little bit of underlying stress or anxieties about where things are going, and you could put a lot of that to rest by just, focusing on strategizing and making plans for either problem solving, because I'm looking at the book here too, which goes right in, right? With that Two of Swords and the mountain.
Well, that's what I was going to say, was like maybe you're going to find ways to get around some of your problems or to surmount your obstacles.
Right. Exactly.
So I agree with Banshee. I think it's a lower key approach, and I think that the Two of Swords could also indicate too that you'll need to digest some information that comes to you. Like maybe somebody's going to bring information, you're going to find out information, and so this is going to be maybe a little bit not of a great thing so much as just saying finding time to spend working on the issues, and that there is going to be some progress made.
Well, you know what else I was going to say, Shirley? This is not something anybody really wants to talk about, but I will. It's tax time. And so, make sure you might be working on, it's tedious work, right? Working on our books. Maybe you're better than we are, absolutely. But, it's tedious work doing the taxes and all of that stuff. So make sure this is a good time to make sure paperwork is in order and that you're tackling any kind of frustrating problems that may be presenting themselves there too. So I really think this is more a focus on strategy and doing things that need to be taken care of.
What you will hear will be what information you can spend some time relating to, and maybe feeling like you have some time to digest this. Not that it's a super great thing, but it's something that really advantages you.
So Charlie, I would have to say, this was for a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to say this next week is going to be kind of low-key, but it might be a good thing. With strength here, too, I think it's a good thing for you to just kind of play it that way. So good luck with that. Flower Beauty.
All right, I'm going to use my Mermaid's Tarot.
What are Ace Currents? Okay. Box Intentions. Well, today is a big Super Bowl day. If you haven't checked out our Super Bowl video, 72 others have,
Yeah,
you can go check it out before the game so you can see if we'll be right this time again. Fingers crossed.
That would be nice. All right.
Hey, Flower.
Hi, Flower. Here we go. What are A's intentions, current thoughts and intentions? All right. First card, Knight of Swords. We're just laying 3 out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Second card, Queen of Wands reverse. First card was upright. Last card, the Devil.
Upright?
All right.
All right. So it is upright. Okay.
Yes, it's upright. Sorry.
Well.
The cross. A devil and a cross. How interesting. And the clouds.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Sorry, I couldn't resist because the clouds are a lot about uncertainty, and that uncertainty kind of makes you feel uncomfortable, doesn't it? You really want to know what's going on in their head, but sometimes, people take longer to express themselves and their intentions, than we would like. It's the Page of Swords, right?
It's the Knight of Swords.
It's the Knight of Swords. Well, I think they're moving towards something here, making a decision. I certainly think that there's passion at play here, There is something here.
They're obsessed.
They're obsessed.
I hope they have obsessive ideas.
Or they have obsessive ideas, or they're obsessed. What is that one again?
It's the Queen of Wands reverse.
That's right.
So to me, sometimes this sort of says, they're also kind of in a pitch because they don't exactly feel they know how to express themselves. Maybe it's a sense of confidence, or maybe it's a sense of feeling like you won't understand them in some degrees. You'll misinterpret, that passion.
It's really kind of odd, and I don't really necessarily take you this way, Flower, but I can't help but wonder here if they're concerned about Are you too strong-willed for them? Are you, or are you trying to maybe push something that they want to, be in control of, be the decider of? I'm not sure. So I think their intentions may be at some point to kind of move with their passions, move where their passions take them, and it's really a bit uncertain to me where that is. There's nobody else in the picture here, is there, Flower? I have to ask.
Knight of Swords has a lot of intensity, or can have a lot of intensity. There's a sense of somebody who's probing, pushing buttons, pushing boundaries. So it may be that they're a provocateur that, when I combine that with the Queen of Wands, their intentions are that they sort of want to appear like they're interested, but they sort of don't want to appear like they're exactly interested. So, that's that play of the Queen of Wands being hedgy about showing their confidence or their partiality towards you, perhaps. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Not anyone that you know of. Okay. Go ahead.
I think that their intentions are more or less sincere in the sense that they want to push towards you. Maybe it's guided by some sense of an obsession about you that they have to some degree, but they haven't really played directly, and they may still be probing their own sense of what they feel before they play more directly.
Yeah, I really feel there's a bit of a contradiction here because, a Knight of Swords likes to move pretty fast. But, when you have the clouds and the cross, I just wonder if it's just still, they really want to keep their intentions. They're not ready to release them yet, and it's causing some anxiety, or some sense of uncertainty here.
Well, right. Maybe they don't really understand their intentions themselves in a way.
I don't know. We might have to check on this again, Flower, at some point, because it's very, it's kind of up in the air. But that devil could indicate to me that they do have some real intense emotion or passion for you.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
All righty.
A general for the next 3 months. Okay. Let's see. General. Well, get the Pope one out for that.
You're welcome. Don't forget to watch us on Thursday evenings. We're here doing pretty much the same show from 7 to 9 p.m. Also, just as a note, our happy hour will actually be on at 4 p.m. this upcoming Saturday. I'm working in the morning, so we're just switching it back around. We do that once in a while.
Okay, General, for the next 3 months. Well, oh, go ahead. It's okay.
I'm ready.
No, it's okay. We got the Ten of Cups reversed. Ooh. We got the Tower reversed.
Whoops.
The Tower reversed. Sheesh. The Three of Pentacles reversed. What the heck?
Reversapalooza.
Reversapalooza. Not happy. What do you got?
Lenormand gives us a stork and a coffin. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not liking any of this.
Well, Lena, it's a little serious as a general reading goes. There may be some situations that are going to happen, they possibly have little or no control that you can effect over them.
I know you ask about money occasionally and career and job and stuff, but I really sense a job focus here. There may be some shakeup at work that involves people you work with. The team might be shaken up, and this might, be kind of a crisis, maybe create a crisis for you in some way. Either you have to work with new people, or people are getting rearranged. Perhaps job assignments are getting changed. There's something that's upsetting the unit here, because you've got the Three of Pentacles reversed and you've got the Ten of Cups reversed. And I feel it's making people unhappy. It's not just going to be you. It's people there are going to be unhappy.
I kind of agree with that, but I almost wonder with the Tower reversed is that where it gets personal is that maybe somebody feels they need to blame you or feel like you made certain mistakes that resulted in some of this issue, or that something happened that you were involved in that contributes to this situation. This may or may not be true, but somebody may be feeling that way.
Well, I'm kind of looking at the Tower a little bit differently here, I guess. Not like it's upright, though. I would say this, that, the people involved in this shift are going to be really rattled by this and feel that, and kind of feel as though, that management is making a mistake. That this is a mistake that will ultimately cost them in some way. That's sort of the way I feel about it here. Or maybe it's possible because of some management errors, they have to cut back and, they're making people do more with less or whatever. It just seems like it's moves that aren't going to make anyone happy. And when I look at the Coffin and the Stork together, I have to say that people feel that this is just, this is something that they hope can come to an end, that this new beginning isn't going to last. But I have a bad feeling, that this will be the new order of things for a while. And it's really interesting to me, Lena, because I know we did either a financial reading or something else for you recently that was pointing to possible workplace disruptions, I think.
I seem to recall that.
Yeah.
So hang in there.
I know you didn't ask about it this time, but it seems like it's popping in the cards. The only other thing I can think of, if it's in your personal life, is that there could be a major argument with family or your friends that it could blow up into something because people don't want to face reality. They're in denial and they just... so it could be that something is coming to an end there, but that's all I can say.
Yeah, it could be some rocky waters in a couple areas, maybe.
Yeah. Good luck with that, Lena. Cards weren't too kind today, I have to say. All right, we're on Mr. Rivera, who wanted an oracle.
Is that true?
Did you have an oracle?
It looks like it's SP, actually.
Oh, is it SP?
My question, will there be any progress or good feedback this week from HR on my relocation?
I put SP in the wrong spot on my list, Violet. Sorry. Okay. Your deck. I do
Is
that.
it?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I used the pulp.
That's right.
Meanwhile, I'm not totally happy with my oracle cards here. I'm looking for another one. Actually, oh, I want.
So we'll start off with a regular 3-card reading, but if we don't seem to get a clear answer, we may do a yes or no. So let's take a look and see. And I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Gothic Vampires. All right. Card 1 is the Wheel of Fortune. upright. Card 2 is the Fool reversed.
Talk about
What?
Opposites there.
I know.
Oh wait, the Fool is Wheel of Fortune.
No, it's true. It's true. And then the reversed Four of Wands, which is not usually very bad on its own.
Well, all I have to say is we are getting the Fool reversed a lot.
Yeah.
A lot
that's
lately.
True.
Or upright. The Fool keeps coming out. It came out a lot in my Material Matters. It's our card for the collective today. And we had it a couple times in the last, I think, if it wasn't last week, it was the week before. It came up twice in our cards for the collective. All right. All right. I have the House. Of course, it's not a love reading, but we have the Ring.
All right.
All right.
So you wanted to know if you were going to get this information about your relocation from Human Resources. And the Wheel of Fortune maybe suggests that maybe some lucky possibility may arise, but I have a feeling like maybe there's a condition or there's something that sort of detracts from it. The Fool reversed, maybe indicating that, you know, there's sort of a general good idea about it, but maybe there's something conditional about it, the offer or the information. And then, okay, go ahead.
Are you done?
For now.
I thought you were going to finish, but
No.
that's okay. Well, you know, it's one of those things I'm not really sure again, but I will say this, that it looks as though your luck is changing on this, so maybe it's possible you will get some information. I think that, though, there might be, as Mr. O put it, you know, sometimes when the Fool is upright or reversed, it can be about something unexpected, an unexpected opportunity. Of course, this is reversed, so there could be an unexpected little thing that they're adding on to this. Or, you know, could it be that maybe the word you get is they need more time? You know, because I wonder, the wheel is about time, but that actually, because the wheel is upright, this could be advantageous for you. So I will say that. But, and the Four of Wands reversed indicates to me that they may still be going over some little minor details. So I'm just not sure I understand why it's taking this long, but it just seems as though the Four of Wands is about small little things that may be holding this up and are causing unexpected delays. But I do feel your luck is turning. I think things are happening. And what the Lenormand is telling me is just keep committing yourself to this goal. Committing yourself to this thing that you want for yourself, where you will feel more comfortable, that you will feel more secure. Don't give up. Don't give up at this point, no matter what happens this week.
So to me, when I look at the Four of Wands, it could just be saying that they're wanting to have their end of things completely in order before they can grant this. So it may be that they just have their own side of goals to have happen with this too. Maybe it's a paperwork thing with somebody else somewhere in the company. But I do feel the luck is changing, just it's not changing as quickly. And like Banshee says, I think you have to remain committed to just sticking with it. That if there is the possibility that they're hoping to deny that, you're sticking with it, you know, just sort of ensures that they can't ignore it if it's that kind of a company.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you not to give up, but, you know, at some point here, SP, I guess you're going to have to make a decision of how long you're going to wait for this, you know, to happen. And I wouldn't say to push them at this point, but to always inquire and to keep showing that you are waiting on this to happen is not a bad thing. Just make sure, you know, they don't get to the point of thinking you're being like pesty about it or something. But, like I said, I don't know. I'm getting little mixed signals here. I was feeling great when I saw that Wheel of Fortune come up. I was not feeling so great when I saw the Fool reverse, though. You know, it might also be saying that be careful how you handle this with them. And just remain committed and let them know, you know, from time you're still checking in and you still are waiting on this and you would like it resolved as soon as possible.
All right.
Good luck with that. Interesting cards, I have to say.
So Angel wants an oracle.
Yes, and I grabbed one. I am going to use... What do I do with it? My Between the Worlds one. Been thinking about this one lately. I just forgot to bring it down here. And it was off to the side there. A cute little one of little relics or remnants you may find places. Bones and stones and different things like that. I think these are read reversed, so I just want to check, but yes, number 29. Yeah, it is got reversed. Okay, well this is the Quartz Point reversed, and it's about clarity / confusion. So reversed, it says, you may think you've gained clarity on a particular issue, but you are missing something in your assessment. Perhaps you are missing a bit of the picture and need to push further for information that is lacking. This may be the root cause of your indecisiveness at the moment when you are normally decisive. If being indecisive is chronic, try spending time meditating, clearing your mind until your thoughts are crystal clear and sharp. We face a lot of noise and confusion in our day-to-day existence, and we all need downtime. If you are well rested and still feel unclear, self-deception may be at work. Are you ready to see clearly, or is the truth perhaps too upsetting? Look to surrounding cards, but we only are drawing one. But we'll see what the Lenormand will add to this, of course. If you are offering personal or professional advice, Angel Rivera Librarian, ensure you have maintained your objectivity and that you are being unequivocally clear in all communications. Others may be misunderstanding you at the moment due to their own confusion and muddled thinking. Our patrons... Take a breath and understand that at times we need to clarify, no matter how straightforward we feel our communications are. Talk about a card for a librarian.
And how interesting, because of course, the first card in Lenormand is the Crossroads, but the next one is the Birds, which is, of course, additional communication factors.
So this must have something to do with a communication angel that either you're going to initiate or somebody else does. And, you know, you need to find clarity. You may not really see things as they truly are. And you'll have to, you know, try to communicate that. Because obviously, you know, either a decision has to be made or there is some indecision about this. It definitely has to do with verbal communications, I feel, more than anything. You know, sometimes the Birds is, I won't rule out social media. I won't rule that out. But often the Birds is about, you know, communication. So this could be, regarding either dealing with a professor or a student's reference question, and just it doesn't seem at all clear. It could be about an assignment that you are given that doesn't seem at all clear. It could be also about advice that you're giving others that just doesn't seem right, or that you are getting from others.
Well, if it doesn't represent an impasse, it may represent an alternate path. What?
It's either that or keep my mouth shut.
Okay, and then door number 3.
Well, and fingers off the keyboard if it is social media. But yeah, so that was kind of an interesting read. So I think that just be wary. Mercury's not retrograde. But it just seems like there's a lack of clarity here with communications, either received or given by yourself. And you'll have to do some, maybe damage control, so to speak, just clearing the air, making sure people got the context right, or that you have the context right. So, wow. Good luck with that.
Not till April, maybe, I think.
Yeah, I think it'll be sometime in April, Angel. We're not in it now. Nope.
All right.
Maybe there's some other astro silliness going on that's causing it.
Kara wants a spirit message from her ancestors. Is that your reading?
A message from... Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. I'm going to use my black tarot.
You're welcome, Angel. Good luck.
You're welcome. Okay, so card 1. What is the message, the spirit message from the ancestors? It's the reverse Two of Pentacles. So the spirit message of the ancestors says that maybe you're very busy. Of course, reading behind that, to me, the idea could be that maybe you're not busy enough with a particular thing or something like that.
Is chaos ruling in Kara's world right now? Is your ancestors saying, hey, you got to pull it together. You got to pull something together. You got to focus on one thing at a time. Remember what I've always said. Multitasking is evil.
The ancestors are saying...
They say that too. Your ancestors say that too.
The ancestors are saying, we've told you about this before. Okay, that was snarky.
Silly.
That was snarky. But why is this important? And it's the Six of Cups upright. So this is nice, because I think this is saying that they really, really care about you. They really are trying to make you understand that you're special to them, and that in certain ways they're always going to try to do whatever they can to affect, good things for you, or to remind you of the good person you are, etc.
Well, that is a really nice card there. I was trying to figure out how to use it, but I think that that's really pretty on the money there, in that, your ancestors are here to help you through the chaotic times we're facing right now, maybe even, There's chaos in your life. If you feel things are out of control in a certain area, call on them. Call on them and remember, that they are here for you. They are, your support, your legacy, your support group.
So where will this lead to? And it's the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, it says it leads to the fact that they want you to understand there is a choice for you to make. And that maybe, you know, there are other choices for you to consider, but at the end of the day, they feel like there's mostly one choice, and they hope that you will make the right choice.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, with the Four of Cups here and the Two of Pentacles reversed, it's kind of indicating to me that they really want you to focus on something specific, you know, and let the rest of the chaos in your life go. They feel like, you know, whether it's you need to focus on yourself and your own self-care, your own self-development right now, so be it. If they want you to focus on family, because, you know, I wonder here too, seeing the Six of Cups here, if that's possible, but they really don't want you to scatter yourself and not be paying attention to opportunities that might be presenting itself that you really should be focused on. And to add to that, I guess this is as good a time as any to throw out what I got with the Lenormand.
The Ring. Oh, an ice pick. No, I'm sorry, it's a scythe.
Well, you know what's interesting about the look of that scythe? It looks like you could chop that finger right off, doesn't it? Just put that hand in there. No. I think what it is saying is that you need to cut back on some of the things you're committing your time and energy to. I think, again, this kind of really does tie into, you know, what I'm seeing with the whole picture here. You need to cut back on some things and really start focusing now on what's most important.
Yeah, I know, it's no fun.
Yeah.
But that's what the ancestors
What do you
want.
got?
No, I agree with that. I think that this really, you know, spells it out pretty clearly that you may have too many things going on. I myself realize I've been told this in the past too, that I've been told I'm too over-involved to join another group or be in another situation. And so Spirit may be saying that to you, that really it's time to cut back on some of the commitments. And maybe these are just commitments that are not necessarily equatable to everything else. So nobody's saying, oh, you can't study, you know, heathenism and numerology. Maybe it just means there's something else in the background that you have to cut out. Maybe it's, you know, some other activity that you do. Don't know. Yeah, that's right, Violet. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
That's what we got for you. Good luck with that. I feel that way lately.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm just about as burnt out as can be. So you're not going to see a lot of me on social media. I'm going to try to get some cards I took pictures of out there. But I'm just really swamped this week ahead. So it's going to be crazy. All right.
Victoria and her sort of interesting question.
Oh, it's Victoria, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she wanted to know about the book. It's a genre.
So it must be romance.
Seth's writing this type of fiction. Ah. Well, maybe it is. Here's the Lenormand. So let me see if it's about romance. Or not. Let's pull one of my... Why don't we pull, just for the heck of it, the Golden Girls cards. Because they're all girls.
And it could be kinky.
Well, you know, they were always into the romance. Come on. Sorta.
You know, our 60s, the era was sexy, but our 60s in real life is sort of saggy.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting a sag factor.
No comment. One way or the other. And I am not one to talk. So therefore, I won't.
It looks like the chat room is astonished so much they can't say a word.
All right.
All right, Victoria. Oh.
I don't think we'll do a yes/no. Let's throw 3.
Sure.
I think this will be fun. Not that I want to have fun with your question, Victoria. We could do a yes, no if it's unclear. Well, the Five of Wands is reversed. They're bowling, I think, in that one. That doesn't look very sexy, but anyway. The Nine of Wands is also reversed. All right, well, it's a little bit of a mixed bag to me, but I think we can do
It's
this.
the Seven of Pentacles.
We could follow it up with a
And it's
yes, no
reversed.
to see. But I think there's a definite message here, Victoria.
Well, you get the bouquet,
That's good.
but the crossroads influences that bouquet.
All right. Coolness. Because this is a real interesting read, I would say. You know, with the Five of Wands reversed, I would say that you may find it difficult going. I'm just going to say you might find it difficult going, trying to see what, trying to appease this particular genre of audience, and with, with the right words, with the right emotion, etc., that you want to convey. The Nine of Wands indicates to me that, you almost will want to give up on it. But if you really want this, if you really think this would be good, you need to just get to work on it. You need to get to work on it and really look at everything you need to pull this off properly. It's all about the preparation when it comes down to it. And if you're not prepared if you really don't have a lot of familiarity with the genre, I'm just saying, but I don't know, maybe you do. But if you don't, then maybe, you need to familiarize yourself more with it and just keep working at it. I'm going to stop there for the Lenormand.
I'm drawn to the middle card because I do feel like it suggests the overall atmosphere is daunting. It's challenging to find your place exactly there because it's very competitive. This is probably a competitive field of writing, and I'm sure we're all thinking of what it is. It is a competitive field of or genre.
Yeah, whatever it is, writing is competitive. Period.
Yeah. To stand out,
That's right.
So, but the thing is that it looks like you have some of these qualities on your side because you are ready to maybe release something you've already been working on. So maybe this says you have more going on than you've actually prepared. So some of that could just be resources you have already. They're not necessarily fine-tuned, and that may be the trick for you, is to take what you have and fine-tune it. Is that the message in the Lenormand?
Well, the message in the Lenormand is different for me. When I look at the crossroads and the gift, you have to decide if this is really going to pay off for you. And also, if doing this is really going to bring you joy. I think if it's going to bring you joy more than anything, you probably should go ahead and do it. Because if you're passionate enough, you will want to do the work that's necessary to pull this off and do the research and really sink yourself into it. But if not, then maybe it's time to skedaddle elsewhere. But it's up to you. You have to decide if this is worth your time and energy, to either get a gift of money, get money, because it could be that, or to get passion and joy out of this project.
All right. And that's what we have.
Good luck with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we need a yes, no. I think that kind of sums it up.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think you could pull it off. It's just a matter of it may take you a little bit more if this is something that you haven't really done before. If you have, hey, then maybe I'm crazy. All right.
All right. So we might actually finish on time. We're just doing pretty good here. We're not super packed. And Pixie is up. Pixie, hi Pixie, has asked us, will I be moving my house this year? If or when? Thanks and blessings. Thank you.
Well, how do you want to do that? It's your deck.
I think I'll do a general 3 cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot. I haven't used that today yet. I have Decapalooza.
I'll bring
going
out the
on.
1 cards if it looks likely that the move is happening.
Yay.
Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but we do have slightly less people today, so maybe people are, Super Bowling or whatever.
Yeah, doing that, that party. Tailgating or whatever. All right, here we go, Pixie. Card 1 is the reversed Ace of Cups. Card 2 is the Queen of Coins. And card 3 is Judgment.
Upright. Both those are upright.
Upright, right.
That's cool. Just a minute. Let me get this. Let's get the full picture on this one. Oopsie. Look at that.
So we speak of the house, and there is the house. And also the book.
Well, financing will be important. Maybe money, you really have the money. Money's no object for you. But I sense something here when I see the Ace of Cups reversed, in that, you may not feel some conditions are right, or it could be here just as Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups wants to make sure you have everything in order financially, to make this move and work on that. I think that is a major part of this here. I think that the Ace of Cups reversed indicates you want to find a place that's going to make you happy. You really don't want to just settle for something that is, less than what you feel, you need, you require. And Judgment here is saying, I think the possibility exists that you could have this major transformation happen this year. It's possible, but you have to make sure conditions are right and that you're really happy with your selection. So in other words, you really need to look well and give this a lot of thought, before you make your move.
The Ace of Cups reversed almost feels like there's an uncomfort factor if things do pull you out of a comfort zone. Maybe things are moving too fast at once, or maybe, certain other things turned up that you hadn't realized, unintended things like you have to file a certain this or that, or you have to bring a certain this or that up to code in order to sell. So I don't know if selling is involved. But if buying is involved, then of course those things could factor too. That maybe you might find, you're going to possibly have back and forth offers. We've been there. We know how that goes,
The Queen of Cups is well prepared, so this is it. You have to make sure you are well prepared. Use the energy of the Queen of Coins, because she wants this done in an orderly fashion, and also in one that is not going to break your bank. You've got to be able to make sure this is really right for you.
I think Judgment upright is also really good, because I think it really says you are bound and determined to really analyze and understand the implications and make right choices, if at all possible. That there's not a lot that will be thrown at you that might be dubious. Everything is going to be pretty plain to see, so you should be able to decide clearly. It just may be that the terms of some of these things may cause delays, because you might have to have other things done to facilitate.
I guess with Judgment upright, I'm not looking too much at legal things, but I am thinking that, you are following a call. You really want this. And you can make it happen. Just you're going to have to really look things over carefully and decide. Let's see if I can get any kind of an idea
On
when.
My gut is telling me it's later this year.
Yeah, I kind of would lean that way. Let's see if the cards are kind today. So when is your birthday? Oh my God. Well.
Before your birthday.
This one.
And, oh dear. Well, we don't want that, do we? 5 years.
My guess would be, and I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that it could be 5 months at May. Interesting. It could be 5 months after your birthday. That's what I'm thinking. It's not 5 years, but it could be 5 months after your birthday. But that is if you really, do the work.
Well, a thought that occurs to me, Pixie, is has this been a process of about 5 years?
Oh.
Have you been trying to move into this direction for about 5 years, saving your money, etc.? Or do you have a child or someone living in the house who will soon be 5 years old? That kind of thing. What are the timing cards?
Well, I wish I could remember the exact place I got this from. I know Divine was in the title. Maybe I have a card in here that says it. They're called time frame cards, and I actually found them on Etsy. And she has a number of these different kinds of small decks like this with either affirmations on them or different things like little fortunes. But she had a couple of different timing decks, and I combined 2 of them together. One I think was called the time frame deck, and the other one was called timing. And let me just see here. Yes, Divine Timeline Oracle deck or the Time Frame Oracle deck. And, okay, the name of the company I got them from was called Total Divine. And it's one word. So you might be able to find them on Etsy. Check them out.
So maybe it's the reverse and it's between 2 weeks and your birthday. Because in 2 weeks, it will have been about 5 years that they've lived where they're at.
Oh, wow,
now.
that's fascinating. Well, I would say this. Maybe it's from your birthday to within 5 months after. So it's like, I think your birthday is a good gauge of the start of this, but it could be any time after that within 5 months, I think. I'm going to go with that because I do think it's possible here. It just sounds like you've got a little bit of work to do, and you got to make sure everything's going to work out for you financially.
All right.
So wish you luck with that.
Good luck, Pixie. And we are in Libra.
Yep.
Libra wants to know what's coming towards them.
Sounds like my reading.
Yes.
Just because I love these new decks, I'm going to use the Ravens one again.
Yeah, we definitely want to know for sure. We always like that feedback.
Absolutely. Keep us posted.
Exactly, Violet, and that's a good point too. I mean, these are just tools that have a certain amount of fungibility, and you kind of gotta,
We can only give a, ballpark, and I know the tarot has ways of predicting time as well. But I was always looking for, and I have another time deck I just got that I'm kind of waffling on whether it's useful or not. But I may bring it out someday too to play around with and see if it works well.
Hey, Violet, make me one too. I'll take a bacon, lettuce, and tomato minus the bacon.
What?
She went for a sandwich.
Minus the bacon?
Well, I know she's a vegetarian.
Oh.
So, earlier today, Banshee's Material Matters was on. It was a really great show.
Was it?
It was a pretty good show.
Mr.
She has a new format where she's now doing a reading for each of the 12 signs of the zodiac. Previously, we just did the elemental signs here. So check it out.
Burritos.
I want a burrito too.
I keep wanting Mexican food, but he wouldn't take me. And now I can't go today because it's super
I called her
late.
bluff the other day and she said, "Oh, I don't really like that one." Whatever.
I said I would go to it. But we both agreed yesterday, I thought, that we didn't want Chinese or Mexican food.
Oh, the Freudian slip of all time.
Oh, gosh.
I knew you really wanted Chinese food too.
No, I didn't. That's you. he would eat Chinese food for the rest of his life.
We had pancakes. She did make me some pancakes this morning, Pixie.
Yes, Pixie, we had great
good.
big pancakes.
They were great.
I made them big today.
And if you savor them a little bit, a pancake would be a burrito. You could roll it up, put some whatever in it.
Oh, wordy word. All right, so the question for Libra was...
What's coming towards them?
That's right. So it's going to be my reading, right?
Right.
And it's going to start with, guess who's back in this deck now? The Queen of Pentacles.
The Queen of Pentacles is back.
Saw her. And the Lovers card is here.
Lovers.
And the Sun reversed.
Ah, the joy
Looks like
of the
that
sun.
raven is either swallowing up the sun or spewing it out. I'm not sure which. But anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Violet Ann. All right. So, in Lenormand, we have the Ring and the Garden.
I think that's exactly why he likes to eat it, Violet Ann.
Then I can go to sleep.
He likes to have his little nappy after.
Go to sleep. I'm done.
Old people problem. Anyway. Wow, so what's coming towards you, Libra? The Queen of Pentacles is coming towards you. I think this is a time where maybe some tender, loving care, towards others could go a long way. Also, to make sure that you set up some healthy boundaries there, too. This queen, I mean, I know I could go the other way with business matters, but I'm not sensing... This is about business somehow.
Well, we're doing your reading, right?
Yeah.
And we threw them all out there.
We did, but it's like...
I want to talk about it now. Well, to me, the Queen of Pentacles, what's coming towards you is the opportunity to really be more productive, more creative, to focus on special projects or situations that you want to make happen.
So at any rate, I really feel this is about dealing with others. And that, this is about a time when you might have to give somebody a little bit more attention and some loving care. That's kind of where I feel with this queen for you. But he's taking it in a different direction, and that's fine.
So why is this important?
Why is it important? Because I feel here... somebody needs some love right now. And I think it might, this may have to do with, I know you asked questions recently about, what's going on in the love department in your relationships. I feel here that maybe, I don't know if it's just because it's Valentine's week or what, but I feel here that, somebody needs some attention, and maybe your partner, maybe this is also you. You would like a little bit of love in return, but that's why this is important. You need to give some loving kindness to others right now, and possibly this is indicating that you will get it back.
By focusing on what you can be creative at or what your most productive things are at, you may find that what's really important is choosing the right thing to focus on. Maybe there are some things that, bring you some joy, but then there are other things that bring you very great joy or bring you that idea of what, something really will flourish from your choice of focusing there.
And so where does things heading as far as my reading goes? With the sun reversed here, I feel like just saying little things mean a lot. And so what I think this means is that things will feel comfortable and happy for a while. Within this relationship, people will feel at ease more and like things are going well. It's not like the big bells and whistles of the sun upright, but it really is saying that all is right in the romantic world.
Little things mean a lot. Yes, I agree with that. Little things mean a lot. And so we move to the Lenormand then, and what we see, I think, is maybe the idea that somebody who you've been associating with is maybe taking on more importance. Maybe the relationship could be moving to another level.
Oh, okay. You switched from projects and goals to relationship then?
I did. It could just be that that project, is coming out too to be more admired and, be more of a focus.
Well, to be fair, you asked what's coming towards you. There could be multiple things coming towards you. I focused on a relationship. You might be focusing on two things, maybe.
Indeed.
But, I look at the garden here and I look at the ring and I feel that maybe plan a date night. Plan some date nights or plan some outings. Get out and socialize. Commit to that with your partner. Having some good times together in relaxed atmospheres, no pressure. Things that you enjoy doing, whether it's going to a movie or getting together with friends, at a bar or club or restaurant. Whatever the case may be, make a commitment to do that. Oh, I'm seeing a real kind of lovey-dovey Valentine's message here of sorts.
Right, and this is Valentine's Day week, so.
That's what I have for you, Libra. And
Libra.
Good luck with that. And I think we are on Anthony now. Hi, Anthony.
And Anthony wants a general reading for the week ahead.
All right. Oh boy, let's see if the 49ers can come through today. They were our card's pick. I actually don't think I'm rooting for any team, but since we did predict the 49ers.
Oh, you gave spoilers to our video?
I did. Well, I'm hoping a lot of our people went and saw it already.
Of course. So it's a general reading, and I'm going to use the Uncommon Tarot.
Oops.
Okay, so the first card is that Ace of Swords again, only this time they're upright. Second card is the reversed Page of Swords.
Huh. More contradiction.
Wow, they're all swords.
Wow, challenges afoot.
And then the last card is the upright Four of Swords.
Wow. Well, there's good news.
There's the moon. Moon is good news, yeah.
That's the good news.
Oh, Clover. Good luck.
All things considered here.
So,
but it's not a terrible read.
Right.
Go on.
Well, the Ace of Swords sounds like the beginning of something happening. It could be a couple things. It could be the beginning of a new undertaking, a project. It could be the beginning of something that maybe amounts to a relationship or towards, building something like that.
Well, okay, the Ace of Swords kind of indicates a little like a victory coming your way or a breakthrough moment of some sort, Anthony, which is very positive. This could be, something like an epiphany that, yes, I now know what I need to do in a particular situation or whatever. It could be just a sense of achievement. You've achieved something this week. It could be the beginning of something really good for you.
Page of Swords reversed.
Yeah, but the Page of Swords is reversed here. So what does that mean? The challenge is how you navigate this. You may feel you have a breakthrough moment or that you have some great epiphany, but how you communicate that, or how you, the decisions you make based on this could be important here. Could make or break the situation. So all I'm saying is wait carefully, whatever this is. Don't get too excited without really making sure, that everything is the way you want it to be.
Whatever this question or situation could be, it might be best to try to remain as polite or diplomatic about it. There's maybe a tendency to do something that will end up making you look like you're awkward or you don't know what you're doing, or that will just reflect poorly on you. So making this decision sort of involves maintaining kind of a delicate balance or dance, if you will.
Well, and then the whole problem here is with the Four of Swords. But, like I say, when we do a general read sometimes, I wonder sometimes if we can't totally focus the reading on exactly one story. Sometimes that happens. And do you see a tie-in here that you're tying them together? Because I'm almost feeling here, Anthony, be careful of your energy this week. Also, I'm not ruling out that you could possibly get a slight sick spell here. You might get a little bit under the weather.
You're saying this isn't necessarily related to those?
Yeah, I'm not.
I agree. I don't feel that they relate.
That they are. I feel here that, or if you're really gung-ho about getting something initiated or started that looks like this great idea, be careful you don't wear yourself out. Because this is a card of kind of pulling back and withdrawing because your energy is spent, or you're maybe under the weather a little bit.
Right. That last card there could just indicate that maybe over the course of the week you're going to feel pooed out. You're going to really need to feel like you did too much for some reason and you need to take a break.
Well, if you're with 49er fans, I think you better root for them a little bit. The good news is that whatever that is, I don't think it's going to affect you that much, whatever's bringing you down. You have the clover and the moon here. And to me, again, these kind of, I think, tie in to this more or less right here. That I feel as though some breakthrough moment comes, and it's almost like as if it's out of the blue. I'm not going to say it's unexpected, but it's kind of a surprise, and it spells success in some area of your life, possibly in the romance department.
Well, it feels almost in a way, despite everything else, that it's unexpected too, in a way. Because to me, the moon adds, even though it's Lenormand's moon, that aura of a little bit of mystery, like it just sort of comes out of the blue in a way to the epiphany or the realization that maybe something is working in your favor. So once again, just the idea that it's going to probably over excite you in a way to the point where maybe you're going to feel like you need a break, but also to be able to respond normally, like not, get overexcited either,
Wow, interesting mixed bag here.
All right.
But something's up, and it spells success. I also know you said something about a possible job prospect.
Right.
I wonder if it has something to do with that. The moon can be about success in love or business.
Swords could indicate, some sense of things moving quickly, so which could be the job stuff.
Good luck with that.
All right. So good luck, Anthony. Will Robert
and enjoy the game today. I'll be watching.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's going to be your deck.
Okay. I'll grab my Mermaid Tarot.
I need those Lenormand back.
Oh. Why do I keep putting it in the box like
You're
we're
welcome,
done?
Anthony.
I don't know.
Have a good time tonight.
Yep. You're welcome, Anthony.
Yeah, there's enough mystery there to indicate it could be a couple of different things, Finding out about the job or finding out about what's going on with the friend. You don't want to do that as a yes or no, do you?
I was thinking about it.
We could do both. We have enough time. Nobody else has popped in a while, and we are in the final few.
All right. Well, let's do 3 cards first. I was kind of a mixed mind of it.
All right.
see what we get.
Oh. I
Well.
want another caramel.
You can't have mine. Nah.
I want to go over and find the other ones.
Well, we have the Ace of Pentacles upright, and we decided not to do a yes/no right now, but there it is. The Page of Swords is upright. Now we have the Page of Swords again, this time upright in this reading.
Cards that come a lot.
And we have the Three of Pentacles upright. Well, this looks awfully positive. I'm hoping it's true.
Do you want mine?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
So here is Mars, which of course means a guy, or maybe just the Inquirer in general. But it's probably the guy. But the Crossroads.
Oh, wow.
So I have an idea about that, but we'll see.
Wow, this is a tough one, you know. I feel like something might... You know, are you guys communicating at all at the present?
Well, they took a month off is what it sounds like.
Yeah. I feel like communications are going to continue. That's the Page of Swords upright.
Sure.
I feel like something could, you know, it's keeping the line of communications open, I think, is the key here. You know, because you guys maybe need to work some things out or work together. You know, come back together. That's the Three of Pentacles. You know, without that sense of belonging or being a team, you know, so to speak, you know, nothing happens. And the Ace of Pentacles here to me kind of indicates there could be some movement or growth in that regard.
Right. When I look at the Ace of Pentacles there, I think that this could be talking about creating some sort of foundation, at least, of understanding a region of cooperation, setting the parameters for the re-engagement. You know, you're starting off maybe as friends plus a little more or whatever the situation is. So I feel that's that. And I feel Banshee's right. This is about really the idea of deciding to, despite everything else, keep communication, you know, more or less as the key idea. Keep it open. Mm-hmm. And realizing that you are each other's honest partner, no matter where you really feel you will agree to go with this, you want to be or will try to be each other's honest partner.
I do think in a way they're kind of at a crossroads right now with all of this, you know, whether they want to continue on this path or not. So, like I said, communication, you know, in conversation and letting things start to grow and develop again and trying to get, you know, get that feeling back that you belong together, you know, and maybe a fresh start or a rebirth here is possible. I don't think we need to do a yes/no. I think that's where this is leaning.
Because to me, a lot of times, Pentacles can talk about all of the material matters, finance, money, but it also talks about security, whether it's physical security of a home or physical security of feeling safe in your home, or the physical security of knowing that you are building something together, a relationship or some sort of sense of trust.
Or just the fact that it's about a seed being sprouted, something reborn and growing again. It doesn't have to be material, especially in a romantic reading. So I kind of tend that way with the Pentacles.
All right.
But that's what we have for you. I hope it works out. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Scorpio.
Just keep at it. Keep trying to keep those lines of communication open.
And it's Violet Dan. You're welcome.
All right.
You're very welcome. And Violet Dan asks, what is it? Good stuff is coming to me next week. That sounds like I want to use my Mermaid's Tarot.
Okay. It's off. I'm afraid I was going to have caramel. Yes, it's that milk chocolate one. It just spews the caramel.
Sounds like Def Leppard. Sticky sweet from my hand to my feet. Yeah, do 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 do. Shake the box.
You dropped a card.
I know.
Okay. Focus on that and not singing. All right.
All right, Violet Ann.
Well, let's hope it's good stuff, huh?
No caramel on my cards. Just
Well.
karma. Well, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so our first card is the reverse Ten of Pentacles. And then the next card is the upright Seven of Pentacles. Those are pretty. Am I out of tune, Pixie? And then the final card is upright Death, Major Arcana 13.
Well, I don't hear.
It's a ring. And it's a snake. Put the ring around the snake.
Doc on it. My goodness, we go from mice to snakes now as being not a happy card. But
Ten of Pentacles reversed. So
I think you're wondering if what you're doing now is really going to pay off for you long term. And maybe this is going to be a factor this week. You're stepping back, you're really assessing things now and wondering where you should be putting your time and energy as well as your resources, for example. Or even if, resources are, it just seems like it's a factor. You're looking at financials and wondering if everything is adding up. And what is that, Death? Then you realize maybe something needs to change here. Something needs to change. Perhaps you're assessing if you want to keep on doing what you're doing, or if you want to make a radical change, or that a radical change in approach is necessary in order to attain, the rewards you want out of it, the desired outcome.
the Ten of Pentacles almost makes me feel like there was something else that you were expecting to kind of kick in, like a safety net of some sort. I don't know what that could be based on, or if that's actually true, but it may have been that maybe you felt there was somebody who would be able to provide some level of support to you, or help to you, or something, maybe more monetary than not. But it also feels a little bit like what Banshee said, but this could be more particular to that. Like you sort of feel that's a situation that has a limited shelf life, whatever that is. So if that was like receiving any particular financial aid from some source, there's probably a limited shelf life that's going to end, and you may have to do something different there, which does, of course, bring us to that one, which shows that maybe a big change can happen. It may look like it's motivated mostly by a sense of circumstance, that there really needs to make this happen because of your situation.
And as far as good news goes, I mean, maybe when I look at that death card, I'm thinking to myself that you are realizing that it is time to make some major changes, because, maybe the work you're putting in, you feel, you deserve something more. You're looking for something more out of what you've been doing. And, I think you're ready to make some major changes or leaps or adjustments to make that happen. And the reason I'm kind of falling along that line now, Violet Ann, is because when I look at the snake and I look at the ring, I really feel here you're questioning your commitment to something right now. And if you need to maybe, commit to something new.
Right. It almost feels like maybe you feel that you expected something different, a different outcome. Not because you expected it just because of yourself, but because of maybe others might have given you that indication. So you believed some PR, or you bought into some PR. It doesn't mean you were wrong. It just means that maybe somebody gave you information that you thought was valid, but maybe you're going to question it now, make these changes.
So, if there is good to come out of this, it's really that you're ready for some major shifts and changes that you
Okay.
know will be better for you, that will maybe provide you with something, and it almost seems like it has a work or financial basis to it, will provide you with something that will pay off better or will alleviate some of the stress and strain. Sometimes the Ten of Pentacles, when I look at that card, it also talks about kind of workaholic tendencies. So, in other words, maybe, whatever you're thinking of here will allow you to not necessarily work so hard anymore.
And this isn't really part of the Lenormand snake, but we have to remember that symbolically, this is how I look at it too, is snakes shed their skin.
That's true. I know,
Snakes
that's
sort
kind of
of
interesting.
are birthed again too,
Yeah.
which is kind of also the message of death.
Yeah.
So look for those opportunities.
Well, good luck with that. Wow. All right.
It's Mama T. Right?
It is. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Mama T. What do we got? Looking up as now we have many doctors' visits.
I hope you're
set up.
successful with
that's
that then.
good. Well, that sounds very proactive.
You're welcome, of course.
Plays out so you can work less. I hope so too.
I see that,
Good luck
Pixie.
with that.
She already says I'm out of tune.
These are yours. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so Mama T, let's see. I'm going to use the Unfolding Path Tarot. I don't know, seeing Angel Rivera use it for his cards for the month just made me want to bring it out again. I love this deck too. You're welcome, Violet Ann.
I've been eating this candy all afternoon here.
Yes,
My
I ate a
stomach.
few, but I didn't have a lot.
I even took this one from you.
Give that back. Oh, you give that back. That's the dark chocolate one. He dares. He dares? Man, you try to be fair. Give him one of each, and he's got to have more.
I want more. There's only one thing that's sweeter than that.
Ah, I know you can't be talking about me.
You're right.
Because
It's
I
the-
deny him his
It's
candy.
the candy you give me that's sweeter. If you give a mouse a cookie, are you saying I'm a mouse?
Well, got the Chariot upright. That shows you're going to be moving from appointment to appointment, Mama T.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Make sure the car works.
Got the Four of Cups upright. That's interesting in a reading like this.
Ooh,
They're all upright, Mama T. I like this.
I like it too.
And look, you've got the Three of Cups upright. Almost looks like a team effort.
Okay, so let's take a look at our Lenormand then.
Yeah, I'm not going to start till I see that. Let's see what Mr. O what rabbits he can pull out of his hat.
I did it.
Oh,
So there is the house. And this could be you, Mama T. It says Venus, so it could be you,
Oh,
the
yeah.
inquirer, the female inquirer. I'm going to go with that for the moment, at least until we know more.
well, the Chariot indicates to me that all these doctor's appointments are moves in the right direction.
Yes.
You're moving forward now and progressing. So that is really a good sign to have this card here, I feel. Go
This
ahead.
also says, too, that the morale will pick up. There's something that is sort of makes you feel like you are moving towards something good.
Well, I feel you're motivated now.
Motivated.
You
That's
know,
good.
maybe Rick maybe is or isn't, but you are. And so looking at this here with the Four of Cups here indicates to me that you might be offered different types of options or modalities of treatments or cares. You may have some decisions to make. You may have to step back and give some things some thought. But definitely, I think something might be coming your way in this regard. But, this is not a time to get lethargic about it. You will have to stay on your game here. Sometimes with the Four of Cups upright, it could indicate that you could let an opportunity slip by you if you're not paying attention. So make sure, you're paying attention to everything that's being said and what might be right for you. And we'll get back to that in a minute when we get to the last card.
So I agree with that too. I almost feel like, I know you showed us a picture, Rick, once like that. Looks like Rick. Like he's sitting there and he's thinking, these are things I have to think about and maybe come up with the best decision there. And I think that ultimately then what that leads you to is understanding that there is something to feel good about, something to celebrate, maybe embrace others with good news, with the feeling that there's a continuity going on here, that, this will certainly seem to indicate that Rick's health can improve.
Well, there's definitely the potential for better outcomes here through team effort. I really feel here that it's possible that obviously this might be a multifaceted approach that's needed. Like he might need the care of different types of doctors to manage, his problems. So, for example, for some things he might need the neurologist. For other things he might need a heart doctor or, somebody else. So, or maybe some physical therapist, for example. So it is going to involve people collaborating together or collaborating with you to come up with the proper treatments that could be bringing you a reason to celebrate some success. So I think it looks positive. I can't rule that out. And I see you here feeling a whole lot more comfortable and feeling a little bit of a sense of a little bit more stability maybe, by, reaching out to all these different healthcare practitioners.
Right. This is a time where you will find things are going to move in the right direction. You may find you're either getting answers or you're seeing where support will help you with making decisions or with, getting, Rick's treatment together.
Looking good. I mean, this really is a nice reading, Mama T. I know our other one was a little bit, just kind of put you into action, and this looks really positive. So good luck with that. I wish you the best, and Rick, especially Rick, who is going through some stuff. All right. And so now we've got Violet.
All right.
Well, okay. How do you want to do that?
Just as a general read, or do you think?
I think a general read. Let's see if anything pops out.
All right. Clues of guidance to guide you towards what it is or could be, and that what it is or could be is that something.
Or do you think it should be my reading?
Well, let's try that then.
I'm asking.
It could be
not
that.
Committed. Okay.
So what is the first question? What are the clues or hints I should be looking for?
Well, it would be pull. What does this pull involve? Why is it important and where is it heading? Let's try that.
Okay.
I thought I had a band around that. I did not. Okay.
Let's
see it.
No.
All right.
So it's the Three of Pentacles. And of course,
you're just talking about leadership.
Well, it's leadership, but it's also too, of course, being able to work with people and to maybe direct them and to have a certain level of responsibility for them, but also for the work you're doing together. And so this may indicate other kinds of partners that are here for you, whether they're in the spirit realm or maybe they have another partnership level with you that's involved in this direction that could happen.
So why is that important?
Oh, you didn't say anything yet?
I did, didn't
Okay.
I? Oh, I guess I didn't. Okay,
You didn't say enough.
I, I guess I didn't say enough. So, I think that it could involve, obviously it is about leadership, but it could involve working with others in some capacity. Sometimes, it's not so much about you being the leader, but being a part of a group that shares leadership, a shared leadership environment.
You're going to flip.
Uh-oh.
So why is it important?
Okay.
Bam! The Fool reversed again. Dun, dun, dun. So the Fool is reversed again. Why is it important?
Yeah, good question.
It's probably important because if you don't have this access or this sense of position there, you may take some unexpected turns or unexpected things might happen to you. So you sort of want to be able to have that as also a feedback loop for yourself as well. That it's not like you in a vacuum, saying, do this, do that. It's also saying a reinforcement of all of that.
Well,
Maybe.
I wonder if this is important, for you to either work with others in a shared leadership capacity or just be the leader, maybe also, with the Three of Pentacles, it can be about somebody who is mentoring others as well.
Sure.
So there could be that. There could be a teaching element to this. And why is all of that important? It's basically because, oh my gosh, did I forget the card now that I've been stammering here?
The Fool reversed?
The Fool reversed. How could I forget?
How could you?
This Fool is haunting us, and I'm serious. It's haunting us. So why is that important? It's because maybe this will focus you more on something that is tangible as opposed to just going off and just doing something spontaneously. This is something that might be a more directed action, that you will be involved in here. If you have this feeling, you ought to keep trying to explore it, I think, more. Because I think here it can really focus you. You need to not just, you might be ready and raring to go on stuff because you've had the soul retrieval and different things, and everything, all signs point to readiness. But it's saying here, you want to focus and be more direct about it than taking any unnecessary risks or chances. Where's it heading?
The Devil reversed.
What?
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
The Devil reversed indicates that maybe you're casting off any chains or any things that linked you to behaviors that weren't growthful for you, whether they were things within yourself or whether they were things that you just came into contact with, impressions from other people or energies from other people that kind of influence you and you didn't want that. This is giving you strengths or tools to get beyond all of that, to really free yourself in a way that maybe you haven't been able to before.
Well, I'm wondering here if your guardian angel is trying to tell you that this whole concept of you thinking in these terms of leadership, possibly mentorship, or doing something of some importance in that regard is what's liberating your spirit now. You are freeing yourself from the shackles of self-doubt, these limitations that either were put on you by others or put on you by yourself, that stopped you from assuming that you could take a role like that, right? So I'm kind of looking at that way, that this is maybe why you're having these thoughts now, because you now are trusting yourself more.
And I like it's Three of Pentacles, and then there are three figures. There's the Devil, and then the two figures, the male and female, which could be parts of yourself, aspects of yourself in a way.
Now,
so it all fits.
This was kind of boggling me a little bit here. I'm curious to see what Mr. O will think of this.
Oh, the Devil's got a whip. I don't know that song. There isn't one.
Whip it good?
And the fish. Fish don't need a whip.
No, they don't, really, and that's just it. Well, fish are about abundance, but it depends on context of things and the question. And the whip is here. I can't help but wonder if this is saying one of two things here again. That you really have to focus yourself more on one thing. There's abundant ways that you could take this, but you need to find your focus. It's okay to feel now you can step up, because that's really what I think the devil and the first card are about. Stepping up and not behaving recklessly, doing it in a responsible manner. And so with this in mind, I really feel here you need to kind of whittle down your goals and direct your attention on what's most important, what you most abundantly want to, tackle next.
I love what you said there, Violet, because, yeah, it's kind of like saying, whip it good. The bold move, the boldness of this really will be inspired by the abundance you're creating, or that it will just lead to that in any respect.
So, wow, interesting reading, I will say. That Fool threw me momentarily there, but I really do think I'm satisfied with what I see here. You might look at it a little bit differently, but nice cards overall. Not bad. Good luck with that.
That was my Night Sun Tarot.
I think that, it's something that you should just run with and focus on for a while, and just recognize that this is a part of the process of your integration. I think you're reintegrating, the soul retrieval, because it just seems as though you now feel liberated to believe in yourself and trust, that you could go that Three of Pentacles distance there. So good luck with that. Cool. I like it. Wow. Well, are we on time? What?
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Is this unheard of?
Unheard of.
Unheard of.
We want to thank everybody.
Yeah.
We want to thank the new subscribers. There were one or two, I think.
I want to thank Mr. M for his donation. Appreciate that, as always, Mr. M. Wishing you success in your week ahead. And everybody, I hope everything goes well. Happy Valentine's Day for those who celebrate. And, we will see you next on Thursday, 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, next week, for everybody who loves our happy hour, it will be later.
4 p.m.
If you can make it, it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Saturday.
All right.
So hope to see you there. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Angel.
Have a great week ahead, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.